Spencer Lazara, I'm alongside Melvin Guillard. We're here. He's having some sushi at Kaizen Sushi right here across the street from the Hard Rock Hotel. In good spirits, considering a little bit of frustration for you tonight, right?
Yeah, it's always frustrating, after, a nice hard camp, cutting 30 pounds to make weight, and then having an incident tonight where my opponent, couldn't come out because he was sick. I'm not going to sit here and bash Jamie or, downplay the situation. If he was sick, I believe he was sick. But the good side of that is, I got my show money, and then I get to come back in 2 weeks and get my show money again, and then my knockout money. So it's all good. If you want to prolong it, it's all good with me. Talk
about the situation where he obviously said something about possibility of you greasing. The commission came back.
Yeah, I was in the back, and I always wear a suit to weigh-ins. I mean, to the fight. And I wasn't even out of my suit yet, and the ref come in and he's giving me the rules for the fight. And at the end of the rules, he's like, "Hey, his corner's a little worried. They want me to make sure you're not greasing." And I'm like, "What?" The last time I ever been accused of greasing, I think it was when I fought Roger Wirtz, and that was back in like 2005 or whatever. But I'm like, dude, that's kind of low, you know what I mean? Because this whole time, I've taken the high road. I've said nothing but good things about Jamie and his camp. And for them to assume that I would be greasing, it struck a fire. And then I start changing out of my suit, getting into my fight gear, and not even 20 minutes later, I swear, it may be less, they come back in and say, "Hey, they're scratching your fight. You can't fight." And I'm like, "What?" I thought they were joking. So I'm still warming up. And the commissioner's like, "No, Melvin, they scratching your fight. Your boy's throwing up. He's sick." I was like, "Oh, man." And, me being the Melvin that I used to be, I was mad. I was cussing. But then after a while, I just settled down and said, "You know what? It's going to happen eventually." Because I'm basically his gatekeeper. He's got to fight me or he's going to lose his job. So you can't play sick twice.
Yeah. So what was your initial reaction? Was obviously frustration. When did you find out that you were going to have the fight now in 2 weeks at UFC 155?
I found out like about 20 minutes ago, right after Roy Nelson and them fought. I walked cage side, saw Dana and Joe sitting there together, and they were talking. And Joe asked me, "Can I make 155 in 2 weeks?" He said, "If not, we'll put you on the Chicago card January 26th. I said, "No, I want to fight in 2 weeks." So it's just up to me to stick to my diet for the next couple of weeks. It's 2 more weeks, no big deal. And make sure I come in and make 55 again. And me personally, if he had trouble making weight this time, and that was the reason he got sick, he's going to have even more trouble making weight the second time. So, it's really like he's shooting himself in the foot, you know what I mean? So I don't care about all the weight cutting and stuff. I came to fight. I'm ready to fight, and I'm going to knock Jamie Varner out for embarrassing me and having my mom click on her TV tonight and not being able to see her babies fight. So now my mom have to pay for the pay-per-view, so now I got to get that pay-per-view money out of him.
So are you going to go home to Florida, I guess, and have a week there, have Christmas, and come out the day after Christmas, or what's the plan?
No, my family's in New Orleans, but I'm going to stay home in Florida, which that was the plan anyway. I wasn't going home anyway until Mardi Gras and Super Bowl. So I'm just going to spend Christmas with Brian and Karina, some friends of ours, Mike and Jade. And that's it, man. But I'm just, I don't go out and party anymore. I don't really drink anymore. So it wasn't like if I fought tonight, I was going to be out on Vegas Strip tearing it up. My goal was to go back home Monday. I'm playing golf Monday morning, and then I have practice that afternoon. I have a regular schedule now that I set for myself so I can, stay focused on the going task. So right now I just want to get home, go back to training, which I was going to do anyway. So it's no harm, no foul. I'm just a little upset that, I had the perfect weight cut. I mean, I was able to eat all week, you know what I mean? I ate dinner every night this week, made weight, no problem, and now I have to go do it again, such a short period of time, but it's cool.
You initially said maybe you would want to fight at 60 or something like that, but seems like that would be beneficial to him, who had such a tough time making the weight this go around.
I think so too, but Dana looked me in the face and said, "Hey, I don't want you guys to fight at catchweight. I want you guys to fight at 155. And if that's what Dana wants, then that's what Dana gets, And for them to allow me to fight in 2 weeks on the Cain Velasquez card, which I think is a monumental card because Junior Dos Santos is one of my favorite fighters of all time. He's a knockout artist. The only tough thing about that is I'm going to have to up my knockout game, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to have some heavy hitters on this card. So
tonight was pretty tough, too. You had some serious competition for that knockout tonight, so maybe you have a better chance actually on that one.
There were some great knockouts tonight. My boy Pat Berry laid it down, but nobody still do it like the young assassin. They don't get nasty like I get nasty. You know, they knockouts are good, but mine's are better.
Especially at your weight.
Yeah, especially at my weight.
All right, well, how's the golf game coming? I'm curious, man. We got to get a game together, do some filming on this.
You know what's crazy? Just last week I went to the Franklinton shootout, hung out with Ricky Fowler. Me and him became really good friends. We went and had lunch and stuff after. You know, really nice guy, man. And I mean, right now I shoot mid-80s, 80s my lowest, so it's not bad. You know, I mean, Ricky even told me, he's like, man, that's not a bad handicap. You know, I'm an 8 handicap, so it's not too bad. But
it's really good.
It's good networking, man. You know, I have a passion for golf. You know, I would have never touched a golf club if it wasn't for my judo coach, Dr. Ronald Tripp. And ever since he put a club in my hand, I haven't put it down. And you know, I'm working on probably buying me another set of clubs. Like I already have a good set, but I think I want another set, a different style of set. So I don't know, I'm weird like that, man. But I love it. But I got a lot of good things coming up, man. And you know, I'm unfortunately about tonight, but the only thing I can do is apologize to the fans. I think the fans were the ones who were let down. You know, and it was hard walking out of the arena tonight, hearing a lot of fans who came in town just because my fight was on the card. You know, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but you know, I thought me and Jamie Varner probably would have been the fight of the night anyway because we two explosive fighters, and I know that's why they put this fight on that card. But for the fans, I think, you know, we need to apologize to the fans because they're the ones that lost tonight.
Well, definitely excited to see it in 2 weeks. Appreciate the time. Melvin Guillard taking on Jamie Varner now at UFC 155 in just a couple weeks, the year-end card. Anything else you want to say?
Nah, man, just don't blink. It's going to be fireworks.
There you have it.